Welcome to another video. Um, as y'all might have seen on YouTube Shorts, that whole thing was a misunderstanding, and that whole thing was also a prank because this kid decided to do that prank, and now since Karani seen the videos, she might have been upset and think since Karani seen the videos, she thought I was taken, but I'm not taken. And also, thanks to this kid for messing it up, now she is not gonna be my friend no more. And also, I don't know what to tell you, bro. This kid decided to do this. I don't know, some kind of stupid stuff, and yeah, now everybody is commenting in my videos. Raphael said I knew it was Deacons, and some people saying that they feel bad about me, and um, I'm upset right now. Um, I am so upset right now. And now he's sending me a message. I'm gonna say yes, you did. Okay. This is so messed up because for the first time I thought I was gonna have my type, but turns out that I never did. Thanks to this kid for messing this up, he decided to be disguised. He did it, and without realizing, I did it as um I took it the okay way. But turns out, you see what I mean? He's the one who did all of this. I should have known this earlier, but I didn't. I should have. Now I took this, and there's no way. He's just, I don't know. He is very stupid. I know him since middle school, and I was in my eighth grade year. He was a new student. He was in sixth grade, and he was never like this. So I don't know what changed him so much because when I was in ninth grade, that's when things started changing. He misses me. Um, he misses me. He wants me to go to his school. I did that for him. I did everything for him. I even recorded buses for him. Um, but now I'm getting to a point that I don't want to be his friend no more. And now people are starting to know that that girl is fake because of him. And yeah, it is. Yeah, this kid decided to do this nonsense, and he just I don't know what to tell you, bro. But this kid, he has no wife. He don't have a wife. That's the reason why he went to jail because what he did was something inappropriate, and he was only in jail for like I think 2 weeks, and then he got bailed out. And now it says I knew Rihanna is fake. Yeah, because Deacon's dressed up as the girl, right? And he was making up Ryan saying, "Oh, I'm a Haitian girl, whatever, whatever, whatever." Deacons, I knew this. I for this for the and the I should have just known this earlier, but I found out in the last minute. And this whole entire day, I was pranked by him. I was pranked by this knucklehead, and this knucklehead was pretending to be a Haitian girl. And I'm like, you know what? After this incident, I don't want no more. Um, After this incident, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have a crush on nobody no more after this incident. After this incident, I don't want no more girls. Well, we'll see. But hopefully it doesn't end up like this again. So right now I'm using my Android. Um, I'm using my Samsung and I'm using my iPhone at the same time. So uh, I'm using my Galaxy A15. And yeah, if Karani is watching this, um, don't put me in this, cause this whole thing I thought was real, but it wasn't, cause this kid decided to do this fake stuff, and he got me real good. I don't know how he got me that real good, but I fall for the trick. I'm using an iPhone 14. He 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 made me fall for the trick, and I did, and my whole entire day is ruined. So that means that this whole thing was a setup, thanks to this knucklehead. And since I lost one subscriber earlier, I think that was the Haitian girl, Karani, I think. And I got two more subscribers back. So, um, if she's watching this right now, I have to say that I apologize for all this thing, but um, I don't think she's gonna accept it. But even if she doesn't, I'm just gonna find somebody else. And I should have just stick to. You know what? After this incident, I don't have a crush on nobody anymore. So to be honest, I don't have a crush on Angel. I don't have a crush on Karani. No, nobody. I don't have a crush on nobody. I'd rather stay single if I have to for maybe like until I finish high school or maybe 11th grade. One of them. I don't know. Really, I have to get this. I'll figure it out. But right now, 2026 is coming out, so I don't think I'll be able to get one in 2026. And even though my type is Haitian girls, he decided to pretend to be one so he can think that I have my first ever. But turns out the first ever is fake because of this knucklehead. And Deacons, I'm gonna expose you right now on YouTube. And also, Deacons, I don't know why you did that. I don't know why you did that disguise thing. But Deacons, you're gonna have to take the punishment just like Maureen. Take the exposement. That's it. Yeah, just take the exposement, man. And I also used to have a crush on Karani, but Karani for some reason I don't know what happened, and I mean, some people that have crushes on somebody, but later they cheated on them, and then that's where things get worse. Like for me, I think I was cheated by having a crush on that Haitian girl, and then she probably was taken, or I don't know. I don't know exactly, but I just don't have a crush on nobody no more. I don't care about girls no more. I don't. I really don't. I really don't. They can be jealous all they want, but I'm not jealous of nobody. Just like this one, some people like Adonis, Raphael, and Angel, they were shocked about this new fake um, Asian girl. And then after that, um, they were surprised and they was, I don't know, and then later they was saying congratulations or whatever. And then after that, I find out something suspicious. So I clicked Deacon's profile and I was like, wait a minute. And then after that I found something and then I found his username and I knew the username was him. So after I found his username, I knew it was him. So then I grabbed my phone, start making the YouTube shorts, and now I'm in live on my Samsung. And yeah, um, my friends is always on my side. Raphael, Adonis, Rebecca, and Richard are on my side. So and Jaden too. Jaden's on my side too. Marcus is on my side. So and also Josh is on my side too. Josh from Michael Crop, and there's another one that goes close by the. He goes close by that high school. I don't know what high school it is, but I know it's in 36th Street. And also, my new viewer, Lij um he's on my side too. So everybody's on my side, and I got a lot of support. Like I'm not the only person that's been through this. There's also a lot of people. Deacons, he has a lot of girlfriends. First, he had Anne, then he cheated on her. Then he has Ashley, then he cheated on her. Then after that, he cheated on Ashley, and then now he has Maureen. So Maureen is his girlfriend now, and Maureen, I know what happened. I know exactly what happened. Maureen told Deacons to do all of this setup. And Maureen was like, "Oh, Deacons, why don't you do a setup? Since Kevin likes Haitian girls, why don't you just dress up like it and then say that, oh, I'm a Haitian girl, and then yeah, he did it. He did that. He followed Maureen's ring. I mean, he followed Maureen's read. So he did it, and then I fall for it, and I would have known earlier. But now I know who was the main one who did this mess. And it's not just Deacons, it's both of them. It's both of them. It's him and his girlfriend. Well, formerly my ex, but him and Marvin. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. And also, I am going to expose them every single day until, until 2026 comes. Once 2026 comes, there will be no more exposing videos. Unless I have to. If it gets worse, I have to make exposing videos. And yes, it was both of them who did this idea. Since now, Kalani thinks that I cheated on her for having a crush. Now she don't want to be that type of person anymore. And instead she's gonna get a different boy. So I don't even care. I don't care, to be honest. Cause this happened to me a lot of times. This happened to me a lot of times. When I was in middle school and I was in seventh grade, there used to be a bunch of there used to be a lot of Spanish girls when I was in high school. I didn't like them, but they liked me, and then later they just I don't know, they just found a boy, and I didn't care. So and when I was in eighth grade, I didn't have a crush on nobody as well. They had a crush on me, but I didn't pay attention to them. And then they just later I saw them with boys, and I was like, "Do I care? No, I don't care." And then after that, um, but it's okay, guys. It's not a big deal, even though it was kind of a fake history. But even though uh, I never had a type like that, um, yeah, but I'm just gonna make the rules now. So if I get a girlfriend, a real one, and it doesn't have to be like whatever Deacons was doing. Um, the rules will be no pranks, no jokes, because the prank has been um Deacons has no right to do all this, but he decided to do this. And also, no bus filmer should ever be felt like that. Like you see, there are some girls that does like bus filmers, but some girls they don't because they think that there's something wrong with the person, but it's not. There's nothing wrong with the person. And I remember when I was in the bus stop one day, I saw three Cuban girls, even though my type is not Spanish, which used to, but not anymore, because I started seeing something interesting about black women. So, um, yeah. And some people are saying that deacons should stay in jail, which the answer should be yes. So, with that being said, Thanksgiving is in is resting 3 days now. So, um, after I come back from school, Karani's gonna start asking me questions, saying why did he did that, or why did you chose to do that, or something. But I ain't gonna answer that. So, with that being said, if Karani's watching this right now, I am triple cooked. Or make that four or seven. Yeah, make that seven. But if it be 10 times than being cooked, that would have been worse. But to be honest, let's go to the Roblox messages right now. And yeah, here it is this whole entire time. This mother, you see what I mean? Still texting me. I'm gonna say, yo, wait, hold on, I'm using two phones. How am I supposed to text if I'm holding one phone? You know, when I was in the bus last month, I was recording on my iPhone and I was texting Karani on the Samsung, so I don't know how I send a message while I'm recording. Yo, leave me. I'm gonna say, yo, leave me alone. I know it's you. And I got a text message from my friend Marcus, my middle school friend. And yes, wait, hold on, I forgot. Man, how am I supposed to send a message on iPhone? I mean, I had an iPhone SE, but all right. So we found the suspect right here, and let's go back all the way to the top. I'm gonna send my friend a message very quick. The first thing I thought it was real. Hold on, hold on, hold on. What a shame to him, bruh. Thanks to him, I don't know what he did, but and yes, when I was in eighth grade, Deacons was never like this. So I don't know what happened. After I graduated from middle school for class of 2024 last year, I knew something wasn't right because look at that. No, no, he don't know. No. Alright, I just sent my friend a message on iMessage, even though, yeah, look at my iPhone though. Yeah, the screen protector is kind of cracked because I dropped it a couple times, but my phone case broke and I'm taking good care of this phone, even though I had it since summer, since June. So as you can see here, so here's here that Deacons, Brianna, um, and I also don't know why. Um, you know what? I know this thing I knew something was wrong because when I looked at the yeah, I knew he did it. And yes, Deacons also tried to copy me by being a bus filmer, so he ain't gonna be no bus filmer no more, cause I'm not gonna let him be a bus filmer. If he wants to be a bus filmer so bad, do it himself. He doesn't have to ask me. But yeah, all these messages right here is him. And I'm gonna just say this one last word. Alright, guys. So now, since you guys know, that whole thing was a prank, but um, and also my friend is calling me on my iPhone, but right now I don't want to answer because I'm doing a live stream, and of course he does not give me privacy because he be knowing my secret. So that's the reason why I don't answer, because he knows my secret, and my secret is secret, which I can't tell you. Alright, anyways. Hold on. Seriously? They gotta call me on my Samsung too? Alright, sorry about that. Let me just call him back real quick. Yeah?
Yes, Captain.
Yeah, that was Deacons the whole time.
And are you wearing Bluetooth headphones?
No, and also I'm doing a live stream, so you better be careful what you're saying.
Alright. Bro, so it was Deacons this whole time?
Yeah, it was Deacons this whole time. That
Man,
means that whole time he's been, bruh,
so he tries to act like your type?
he tried to act like a Haitian girl. I don't know what's wrong with him, but that means I don't know, bruh. He tried to act like my type, but he ain't gonna be one. He's trying to be the type, bro. He's trying to be the Haitian girls. You know what? I'm gonna go to my YouTube channel and delete everything. I don't care no more. I'll delete it, starting from the community posts.
Don't delete your YouTube channel, Kevin.
I'm not deleting my YouTube channel. I'm just saying I'm gonna delete some stuff.
Why? Because the thing with bro, Deacons is being so slick right now. Like, why would Deacons do that, bro?
I don't know why Deacons did that.
Yeah, yeah, I thought you had your time.
I don't
But
know why he tried to be. You
you
know
know, but
something is wrong with this kid, and what he was trying to do, he's trying to think, he's trying to make it as an April
oh,
Fool's.
it's, Kevin, you know what you should do? You should report these and on Roblox.
You know I'm gonna expose him, right?
Yeah, and report him on Roblox.
Yeah, I'm gonna report him on Roblox right now. Alright guys, so here's the tutorial how to report somebody on Roblox. So first step, open the Roblox app. Don't mind about the chase. Don't mind about that. Okay,
I'm I
where's
Kevin.
okay, so where he at? Second step, go here. Then after that, just go here. Go to profile. Report user. Yeah,
I found
let's just see. Report user. Let's say, which one should I choose, guys? Let me know.
I think you should pick dating.
Where's the dating? Where's it? Oh, I found it. Um, let's just say pretending to be. Uh, man, I almost typed something that I'm not supposed to type. Man, why are you trying to type my privacy? Okay, you know what? I don't care. Uh, pretending, pretending to be Haitian, Haitian. What? Why I almost typed the word gay? Haitian. Let's just say, yeah, there you go. Pretending to
Why are you
be. Look,
do that?
look what I just put.
Damn.
Wait.
I'm watching your stream, Kevin.
All right, this is what it says. Pretending to be a Haitian. Yeah, there you go. It says yeah. Submit. Your report has been sent. Thank you for your report. We have investigate further to determine if there has been a violation of our terms used. For more information, check Roblox safety. And yes, Deacons is cooked. So that means look at Deacons. He don't even know how to dress up like a Haitian girl. He look at that. You think that's how Haitian girls dressed up? No, they don't. That's more of white girls.
Yeah, he looks like Latino.
Yeah, he does look like Latino girls. You see why I don't want Latino girls, bro? Man, I don't see anything interesting about them. That's why I don't want no Latinos. That's why I want Haitians. You know, to be honest, I used to have a Latino. I used to had one, but that relationship wasn't good. So yeah. All right. Next, okay, I got a message now. It says next, be friends with Deacons never. So that means never be friends with him ever again.
I'm
So
not
if
gonna
so
Deacon.
after he's watching this video, yep, he got what he deserved. Because okay, for example, if Karani pranked me, I would never be her friend ever again. And trust me, I would not like to do that. But trust me, if people is pranking me, I will never become their friends ever again. So with that being said, oh, I'm still on FaceTime? I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Alright, so I don't know what I'm doing on Instagram, even though I'm not gonna use it right now. Um, where we at? Damn, 4 people is watching the live stream.
Pussy.
What I just told you?
Alright, I'm sorry.
Why did you say that word?
Okay, I'm sorry.
You were supposed to keep that to ourselves. So why are you saying that word? You like it or something? You can just, yeah, you can just say that, but still, don't say it on the live stream. You're supposed to keep it to yourself. So with that being said, yeah, let's go see. Let me text Angel. Let me see what she say. Let me text Angel. Let me see what she say. Damn, she's offline. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just gonna send her a message. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just gonna send her a message. I'm gonna say Deacons was that girl the whole time. I'm gonna say Deacons was that. And I was here. Wait, I was here. And I was here. Wait, I was here. Deacons is 14 years old. He's about to be 15 in January. He's 14 years old. He's about to be 15 in January. So I just sent Angel a message saying that Deacons was heard the whole time. So I have no choice, but it's either if I want Angel or either I want. I'm not gonna say Kalani because she don't want me. I don't care. I don't want her either. I don't care. I'll just get somebody else. I know she don't. And Angel don't want me either, so I have no choice. It's either her or um man, I don't know. I don't want no girls right now. Yeah, to be honest. Not even for next year. Or maybe next year, I don't know. So it looks like I was in the live stream now. Well, one of my classmates named Al. I think Angel is right, watching the live stream, and Adonis too. I don't doubt it. I know Richard is watching the live stream for sure, and of course my other friend, and hopefully, this don't have to happen again. Which yes, I do get that crushes they get jealous, but you don't have to like. Okay, when you have a crush on somebody, right? Why why do you have to be so jealous? Like, why do you have to be like, oh, I don't want you to be around girls, or oh, I need to travel with you, or saying that you're not allowed to look at them or whatever. Like, that's just that's just called jealousy. Like, for example, if I have a girlfriend, right, and uh, let's just say I'm still um bus filming. I mean bus filming, and there's another girl behind me without me knowing, and let's just say that let's just say that I am 20 something years old, and she is 20. And I was only paying attention to my camera, right? Let's just say, I'm walking, and she's walking behind me. And let's just say if Karani's there, and the girl passed by, and she waved, and let's just say I wave, and then Karani sees that, she's gonna be like, "Who are you waving at?" And then I'm just gonna say nobody, and then she's gonna say, "Tell the truth," and then you see, this is called jealousy, and I don't like that. To be honest, there's no reason to be jealous. Even if you have even if you have a crush on somebody that you know them for a while, and you never know if they're gonna be taken one day. Let's just say that, and then once they be taken and they get jealous of that person, why not just get a different boy or a different girl? Like me, for example, if Karani gets a different boy, let's just say that, and I see her with a different boy, I'm not gonna get upset. I'm gonna get somebody else. And the somebody else might take years, months, or whatever. And that is not my business. And when Karani knows that I had a crush on Angel earlier this month, she came up to me, and then later, um, I told her I do, and she said that's not her business. She didn't care. And then after that, about 2 weeks later, I stopped having a crush on that person. And then on Friday, when it was the last day of school, um, I was talking to her. I was talking to Karani, and Karani still thinks that I like Angel, but I don't. And I told her myself she don't like me no more. And then she said, "Oh," it's like she was shocked. And then I said, "I like you," but she said, "Nope, you like Angel." I said, "I like her." She said, "Nope, you like Angel." So with that being said, about a week later, not about a week later, a couple days later, which is today, Deacons did all this mess. And with all this mess, now everybody thinks I have whatever, and then I don't have whatever, and then they think I'm in a relationship, but I'm not in a relationship because Deacons pranked me this whole
Over the
entire
moral
time, bro. Like, why you have to do
five.
that to your own friend like that, bro? I don't know. This guy. But it turns out he made up a name, he made up a disguise, and then later he made up a lie saying, "Oh, I'm a Haitian girl," or whatever. No, 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 no. Like, like Deacons, did you really have to do this? And I know you for 2 years now. I'm not gonna lie to you. And to be honest, we even went to the same middle school, and now you're in 8th grade. So why are you doing senior pranks? I don't get it. Like, I don't get why you have to do senior pranks on me. If you know I'm a sophomore and I'm older than you, why you have to why does an 8th grader have to do a senior prank to a sophomore? That don't make no sense. Sophomore sophomore is older than 8th grade, and senior 12th grade is older than sophomore. So if he beats a sophomore, I already know he's gonna do pranks. But when I be a senior, I'll be 19 years old by the time I graduate. So now, with that being said, Dinkins is class of 2026, and he's in 8th grade. And um, since he's in 8th grade, and I've been in 8th grade 2 years ago, not gonna lie. And then 1 year ago, I graduated from high school, and then I went straight up to 9th grade. And freshman year wasn't good either because freshman year I was bullied. Um, I was um picked on. I went to CSI a couple times. I got into fights a couple times. I was trying to defend myself, but nobody wanted to take my side. So they just decided to put me in CSI for no reason, and I was spending there for a couple days, and then after that, um, they put me in there for about almost a week, which is stupid. Which I hated ninth grade, and Miss Gaskin used to um be upset at me all the time. Um, but then after that, when 10th grade started, I was like, I don't want to talk to nobody and stuff like that. But I I was gonna do that, but turns out I'm only doing it to half of the people, which means that in 10th grade, I haven't talked to Miss Gaskin all school year, and she's still upset at me. Just forget about what happened last school year. We're in a new school year, and you gotta be upset at me. That don't make no sense. And also, because I'm recording the school buses, you don't have to be upset. Well, school buses is public because how come the school bus say Miami Dade Public Schools, and I mean Miami, yeah, something like that, and then you're telling me to stop recording the school bus. And you know what I did? I refused to stop. And you gotta be upset. And then you gotta give me a warning. Why you gotta give me a warning for? Like, respect bus filmers. Bus filmers is not doing anything illegal. And that's what most people don't care about. Because there's also rail filmers too. There's truck filmers. There's car filmers. There's even emergency filmers. Like, there's a lot of filmers. News reporters are filmers. YouTubers are filmers. Everybody's filmers. Even people that be doing some weird stuff on the internet, those are actually filmers. Well, some of my friends already explained to me about whatever that thing is, but I don't be on top of that. I stay away from that. To be honest, I stay away from that. But let's get to the topic. Respect bus filmers. Bus filmers is not doing anything wrong. And that is what most people don't understand. Most people think that you're recording them. And most people get disruptive. Most people get erective. Most people get upset at bus filmers. You see how many times I've been harassed for being a bus filmer? I've been harassed 8 times for being a bus filmer. First, harassment at Ventura Mall bus terminal for using a camcorder. I'm gonna show you guys my camcorder. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys my camera. So, last year, when I was in 8th grade, um, I was recording Miami-Dade Transit and Broward County Transit. So I was using this at the mall. Right. So I was recording the bus only. And some kind of stupid security guard came up to me and he was saying, "Hey, sir, you can't be doing it here. You're not allowed to film here, or you're not allowed to do whatever." And I was like, "Listen, sir, I'm not doing anything illegal." And he was like, "Watch who you're talking to." And then I was like, I don't know. And then this guy, he almost called the police and everything. So I had no choice but to leave and never came back to Aventura Mall bus terminal. But that was for a couple months though. But I didn't come back into Aventura Mall. Um, I didn't came back into Aventura Mall until July of 2024. So when I came back, I tried to use my camera, but um, when I was trying to take out my camera from my Jansport book bag, even though I don't have it no more, it was a mini book bag. To be honest, it was messy. It was old. It had no pockets to put water. It didn't have no water holders, to be honest. So I had to put the water in my book bag, and I had to put soda in there. That's worse. So then after that, security say no cameras allowed. You can use the phone. So make it make sense. You say no cameras, but you say phone. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys something. What is this on the phone? What is this? No, tell me. What is this? It's a camera. So if you say no cameras, how is phones allowed? I don't get it. Phones has cameras. These people are so slow-headed. These people are so slow. These people are so stupid too. If you say no cameras, why are you allowed phones? Y'all brains is nonsense. Y'all have zero IQ. Y'all people are slow as you're slow as a rock. Y'all has no y'all don't know nothing about bus filmers. Aventura Mall Aventura Mall is stupid. They say no phone. They say no cameras, but they say phones. Okay, what about tablets? Yeah, tablets has cameras too. Okay, what about computers? Computers have cameras too. So if you say no cameras, why do you allow phones? Why do you allow laptops? Why do you allow tablets? Why do you allow iPads? Okay, make it make sense. Why do you allow phones, iPads, and tablets? That does not make sense. Y'all don't know nothing. Okay, now let's get to this point. Electronics has cameras, but if Aventura Mall say no cameras, how come phone is allowed? I don't care. I'm still gonna use the camera anyways. Yeah, and guess what camera I use? Phones. And y'all don't say nothing. But the big deal is when you use camcorders, DSLRs, GoPros, point and shoots, y'all gotta say something. But how come y'all don't say nothing about phones? Make it make sense. If y'all say no cameras, okay, if I'm holding a DSLR, right? Let's just say that I'm holding my Panasonic camera when I'm in Aventura Mall, and the security approach me. They say no cameras. You can use your phone. But I'm next thing, next thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna ignore them and use my camera. That's it. And guess what? Every time I go to Aventura Mall, I use my camera. And guess what my camera is? You guessed it, phone. Y'all say no phones. Y'all need some professional security, bro. Like y'all security in Aventura Mall is just trash. Like y'all just have Aventura Mall security with this green uniform shirt and um and y'all say, "Oh, listen, you can't use cameras over here. You can use your phone." Okay, Aventuras is just dumb. Okay, when I go to Gordon Grades, okay, one time when I went to Gordon Grades, there was a security guard and they check on me just to make sure that nobody was harassing me. So, as Gordon Grades, Government Center, and places like that, they have professional securities for bus roomers. Like, it's called transit security. And yes, transit security is responsible for the transportation. That means including, uh, that means, they're in charge of the transit buses. So when they see transit photographers, they don't say anything. But it's the people that don't understand about bus swimmers. Like one time when I was in Aventura Mall and I was using my Galaxy S22 just to record 5128, this lady came up to me. She attacked me, almost attacked me. She almost gave me a bruise on my arm, and she almost broke my Galaxy S22. And you know how much that Galaxy S22 was? It was about 200 something dollars, refurbished from Amazon. And then after that, my phone had a lot of videos in there. And guess what? I'm gonna show you what my Galaxy S22 looks like. And it looks like this. This is how it looks like. And it still works, and it's not broken. So I was lucky enough to take care of my stuff. And um, Gordon Grades, I haven't had any single harassment at Gordon Grades. Not even at Government Center, Damon, none of those terminals. except Aventura Mall. Aventura Mall is where I get harassed most of the time. The first harassment was about recording the buses with the camera. The second harassment was also in Aventura Mall over a Haitian lady. I did say Haitian is my type, but I didn't mean for a Haitian to be that strict to destroy my phone. And also, I did not mean for her to attack me. That's not what Haitians is for me. Is Haitians for me is to look pretty, have nice attitude, care about me, care for me, and feed me as well. I do not mean by violation. I do not mean by violence. I do not mean by attacking and breaking property. That's not what Haitians are for me. Haitians are for beauty um and caring. That's it. Beauty and caring. That's it. Um. So let's go back to the harassment list. The third time I've been harassed was also Aventura Mall, and that was in January 2020. Okay, the first harassment actually happened on January 2024 when I was recording 6170 on the Route 3. There was a homeless lady, right? And she thought I was taking pictures of her. And she was like, "Excuse me, no taking pictures." And I was like, "What the hell, bro? I'm not taking pictures of you." And there was a Karen. So, I don't know. It's some kind of stupid old lady thought I was recording her, but I wasn't recording her. And then the second harassment was February 17, 2024, when I was trying to record the Route 1 on 1347. At that time, I had the Galaxy S22. I mean, not the S22, the A12. And I was using my Sony camcorder that day. And my phone was in my pocket. And the camera was in my hand. So I was opening my camera and opening the lens. And also, um, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm getting kind of sick. I don't know what's going on. But I'm going to the doctor anyways tomorrow, so the doctor should check on me. Maybe if I have a I'm going to the doctor anyways tomorrow, so maybe I should just take some medicine. But anyways, the second harassment was also in Aventura Mall. The third harassment in Aventura Mall, like I said earlier. So what is the fourth harassment? The fourth harassment, I would say, it started from the bus. I was going home. I was going home catching 18263 on the Route 9, and some kind of stupid guy thought I was 17, even though I'm not 17. And this guy, he thought I was recording a girl. So, yes, I was, but I'm recording the interior. So, there's nothing wrong with recording the bus interior. And besides that, it's public, so it's not illegal. It is not illegal. It's not illegal to record a bus interior. So this guy, he had no choice but to move, and he had nothing else to say. When my dad tried to explain to him about this YouTube channel thing, he was like, "Listen, listen, 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 listen. I don't want to hear it no more. I'm gonna move to another seat." And he said, "Go f yourself." He even said that to me. He said, "Go f yourself." And I was like, you know what? I didn't say nothing. I just said okay. I just said okay. You too. And then after that, he had nothing else to say because I outsmarted him. And he was scared of me that day. And then after that, when he got off the same bus stop as me, he ran as fast as he can. And when he ran as fast as he can, he thought I was gonna jump him. Yeah, if he would say another word, I would have. But nah, he just ran. He ran. Okay, and then fifth harassment. The fifth harassment was on the Route 9 again. But this time it happened on Karani's birthday. Um, the day I had my IEP meeting. So it was September 18th, 2025, and it was Karani's 16th birthday, and I was in the bus recording the interior again. And I don't know if it was the same guy, but he started saying, "Hey, don't you think it's weird to record people?" And I was like, "Listen, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me." And then he started talking to me, and I was lying to him saying that I work for the news. I don't work for the news. I work for YouTube. And I was trying to tell him that I'm an influencer, and he didn't care who I was. So he said, "I don't care who you are. Listen, you can't be recording." And then after he said that, my I told him to leave me alone, leave me alone. I yelled in the bus, and my dad had no choice but to come and talk to him. And then after that, this guy he was saying, "I'm sorry, 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 sorry," and I was like refusing to accept it. After I got off the bus, this guy he was begging for me to accept his apology, but I just ignored him and then just left the bus. Okay, the seventh harassment. Yes, yes, yes. 6'7" is annoying. And I don't even want to say that number because now we're getting the opposite way and can't stand these numbers these days, bro. Everybody in school keeps saying this. Everybody in school keeps saying 6'7". I hate that shit. Okay, anyways, let's go back to that. I hate that stuff. Kids these days they say 6'7". I don't care. I don't like no 6'7". Okay, anyways. Let's not get too there. But anyways, what else? Um, I know I hate that meme too. It's getting old and it's getting annoying. So, let's just talk about the seventh harassment. The seventh harassment has happened on the road 9 again, and yes, it was the first harassment on 14128, Karani's favorite bus. And yes, me and her was catching the same bus that day, and she was sitting next to me while I was recording the interior in the middle. This Haitian lady, the one who's disabled, the one who has breathing issues, she just kept looking at the camera, like she just kept looking at my phone, like thinking I'm recording, and she looked at me very aggressively. I'm not gonna lie to you. And Karani and the crib, I was saying, listen, I ignored these people, and she was like when Karani sees the lady was looking at me kind of disrespectfully. Um, she was like, what? I was like, listen, I ignore these people, and okay, let's go to the okay, what else? Okay, the last harassment was the eighth one. The guy that looks like Diddy. And yes, I still have a picture of that ugly ass guy. Since he act like he's gay. He is gay. And he's on Diddy too. So I still got a picture of him. I still got the video of him. I did not delete that. And I still got it. I still have it. But I'm trying to find it. And also, yes, that happened on November 4. November 4, 2025. So yes, I still got it, guys. And sorry for my cartoon voice. That's what I like to do most of the time. Alright, so here we go. Do you guys remember this guy? I don't know if y'all do, but this is the guy that looks like Diddy, and he's gay, so I'm not gonna lie to you. Alright, so he's holding a Galaxy Ultra phone. I don't like those phones to be honest. Yeah, look at the P Diddy looking look at this guy. You see, alright, so the harassment started, he was like, yo, I don't know if it's the same guy, but whoever he was, I don't like him. I freaking hate him. But to be honest, he started first because I was recording the interior and he started asking me questions and I told him he doesn't like when I was recording. Then he started recording in my face, so I had no choice but to take pictures of him and screenshots. These are all screenshots. And look at this. And this came from Richard. He said, "Don't be like this." Yeah, that's why people needs to stop harassing bus roomers. Bus roomers is not doing anything wrong. All they're doing is just record the bus. Like, look at him, so gay, bruh. Y'all, I don't know. He even say, "Oh, you can record girls at school." I'm not that gay. Like, why would I want to record girls at school? So you want me to record fine shit girls at school? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Cause that right there is inappropriate. And I don't do inappropriate stuff. This guy is thinking negative T and inappropriately. So yeah. And that was my last harassment of me being a bus swimmer. Now if I get more harassments of being a bus swimmer, next thing I'm gonna get is one thing I need to get. I need to get my Florida ID, even though I don't have one. Um, but I've been a resident since Florida since I was born, so why do I need a Florida ID? It's the government stuff. But okay, I'll just get my Florida ID once my dad gets one, cause he was supposed to get one about 2 months ago, and he never received it because of the government shutdown. And the government shutdown is over, so he should be getting his ID. I don't know when, but whenever he gets his ID, I can get my own ID, and then after my own ID, I can apply for Miami film. Um, I can get a filming permit and a filming license. So I might need to get a tag about influencing, so people don't have to harass me ever again. And if it expires, I'm gonna have to change my ID and stuff. And the ID is gonna say Kevin Murdoch, and it's also gonna say that I work for an influencer. So yeah, I am an influencer because I do YouTube, and I also record public transportation, which is not illegal. And recording public transportation is not illegal. It's legal. When it's legal, it means yes. When it's illegal, it means no. When it's illegal, that means you're doing something wrong. But when it's not illegal, you're doing something that is not uh bad. Like you're doing something right. So I don't know what's going on with my nose right now, cause my nose is kind of, I don't know, and my mouth feels like it's iron, or I don't know. So I don't know what to tell you guys, but just respect bus rumors. I don't know what happened to my nose, but I didn't want to show that on camera. But anyways, guys, um, um, everybody has the right to film buses, and people don't get that nowadays. And people that has no life. So, with that being said, attention everyone, if you see Kevin Murdoch and if he's recording the interior of the bus, leave him alone. If you know him, don't be afraid to say hi. Yes, if people knows me, don't be afraid to say hi. I'm not gonna record you. I mean, if I'm recording the interior, but don't be afraid to um say hi. Like you see, bus drivers, they don't have a problem with me being a bus photographer. Like when I'm doing when I'm doing my YouTube videos, I haven't got any single complaint. I haven't got any complaints from any bus operator for me recording their buses. And also I do not see them looking negativity or disrespectfully at me either. So, with that being said, the bus drivers they know me pretty well. And the driver that was driving, The driver that was on my bus, my home bus route, and I was using my Sony camcorder today. Not gonna lie, I went on the electric bus 22-105, the Britannia buses. Normally, I don't catch them, but I only been on two of them, which means I've been on 22-119 and 22-108. And this is my third one I catch. And the driver was very nice, to be honest. The driver was very nice. She, when I was paying for my bus fare, I used my bus pass. And when I was using my bus pass in the bus, the driver was saying this is a brand new bus. I told her this is a nice bus. And she said, yeah, it is. This bus is brand new. That's what she said, but that's not brand new. It's only 3 years old, so how's it brand new? And it's 100% electric. And some kind of guy, when I was using my camcorder, some kind of guy was sitting next to me, and he had a blue backpack, and he was like looking at me using a camera, and he was like, "What the hell? Why is this kid recording the bus?" And he was like, "What the hell?" He was gonna be. He was the way I see his face. He was like, "What? Why is he recording the interior?" And then when I was trying to find a perfect seat for me to record the interior, I couldn't find a perfect seat at all because for me to do interior videos, I sit all the way in the back. But to be honest, when I was trying to sit in the middle, I couldn't find the middle seat. The middle seat was supposed to be facing the interior, but it wasn't facing the interior because it was facing like you're in a restaurant. Yeah, it was like sorry again, guys. I'm just doing my cartoon voice. I don't know why. I don't know why I do cartoon voice. It's just my throat tells me to do it. All right. Anyways, I don't know how I know how to do all that. Like I know how to make buzz noises. I know how to do cartoon noises. What else? Sound effects. How am I that smart to do all of that? Yeah, to be honest, I am autism, but how do I know how to do all that? Like, I know how to edit, I know how to do my videos. Of course. Autisms are very smart, to be honest, and very intelligent, and that's who I am. I am very intelligent, and I am very smart too. And just because people don't like artistic people doesn't mean that you have to disrespect bus swimmers. Because, to be honest, bus swimmers can be artistic too, like me. So, with that being said, you never know who's artistic, and you never know who you're messing with. And also, you never know if the bus swimmer is artistic too, including me. Because I am not that kind of artistic that is low functioning, but I am high functioning. That means I can do literally anything like a normal human being. Like I can do anything like regular people. So like I was saying is that I was trying to find the interior seat, which I ended up sitting in the wrong spot, and I had to sit in the right side of the window because the all the way in the back, the seats they weren't like there was five, but it was not facing the same way like Nabi Gillick or New Flyer. The seats in the back they had some two black spots. I don't know if it's arm holder or elbow holder. I don't know what it was, but it was making the seats smaller. So the seats look smaller, and the to be honest, I didn't like the seats in the back, so I had no choice but to sit in the second row in the back. And for some reason, when this guy kept looking at me recording, he was like, "You know what? I don't wanna sit here no more. I'm gonna move all the way to the front, so I don't have to be on camera." I'm not even recording you, but okay. I was like, what the hell? What? Yeah, it's okay. I wish most people can do that, but people that harass me, they could have just done that. They could have just walked a different way, or they could have just stayed quiet and continue walking. Like this guy, at least he's not a Karen, but the other people they are. So yeah. So here's my experience with the XE60s, and yeah, for the total of electric buses, I've been on five. I've been on E25, 520, and E25, 518. So those are the articulated buses. And to be honest, the ride was smooth, the sound was good, and um 25, 518, the stop requested bell was broken on the right side where the girl was sitting. So I don't know why they broke it. Probably they couldn't just take it no more, and probably probably when they somebody else pressed stop requested, they had no choice but to pull it because they didn't hear the stop requested announcements for the first time. Instead, they just thought it was gonna happen. So I'm doing a live stream right now. So now, um, since I've been on two brand new electric buses, let's go back to the three others. The three others, they were 40 foot, and those were the Buteras. And to be honest, the Buteras, they don't sound bad. And the models, they look so beautiful. Like the XE60s, they're more beautiful. But I would have not imagined how comfortable it was. But I'm gonna be honest with you, the seats was not really that comfortable for me. And the XE60s, those seats were made of out of 3D printed plastic. And I don't know because those chairs, it looked. Oh, yeah, I did call you. It's been so many hours. Yeah. Anyways, um, to be honest, the seats was kind of comfortable, but the seats are made out of plastic. Like it looked to me, it looks like it's 3D printed. But when I went in the Brutares, the ride was smooth, and also it didn't sound too bad. But I heard that those buses are bombs, so I did be aware of that. And um, the risky part is the back. So good thing the bus was running safely because the Britares did catch on fire one time here in Miami, and that was 22 132 that caught on fire. And yes, also 14105 caught on fire, but that was last year. I mean, 2 years ago. And that was no, actually, that was 3 days before 2023. No, that was 3 days before 2024 came. So when it was late 2023, 14105 was smoking very terrible. It was smoking from the exhaust all the way to the bottom of the road, or all the way by the engine bay. And yes, the seats were hot. That's what I heard in the community post from somebody else that do again being a bus swimmer. And also the bus was burned. And today I spotted 14131, and turns out it wasn't burned. 14131 is still safe. But what happened is that on August 2025, um, it caught on fire because of the engine, and the engine was burned. So that means the back wasn't burned, thank God. And the bus is not burned either. That's a good thing. But I guess 14131 is not coming back. And also my eyes are kind of red. I don't know why. And my nose is stuffy. My nose is kind of stuffy. I don't know why. But yeah, let's just go. Um, Put on. Um, like I was saying is that the experience with the electric buses is not really that bad. But to be honest, I have my worst experience with the Cummins ISB. The Cummins ISB is terrible, very terrible. I don't like no 14101 through 14130. I don't like them. The model's okay. It's just the engine. I don't like the engine. It sounds terrible. And those buses, they need to go. So I hope, with further ado, I actually been on most of them. Not gonna lie. But the worst engine, you seen E25 540. You saw that. Okay. So it says that they're this transit urgency authority. And of course I had to put my alarm. I don't know why for. I had to put my Samsung alarm. And also Miami has the worst mechanic of all time. Miami has no good mechanics, to be honest. The mechanic for Miami has a good mechanic, not gonna lie, but some people that does not care about their buses, like, to be honest, Northeast Garage does not clean their buses. Like the bus garage close by my house. They don't clean those buses. They keep them dirty. And to be honest, the mechanics, they're really good. But I hope 14131. I hope 14131 be back in service. But I don't doubt it because 14131 is not gonna come back unless they have an engine replacement, which means that the bus has a Cummins ISL09 engine, and of course the engine exploded I don't think the engine exploded. The engine probably overheated because of how loud the bus sounds, and maybe it couldn't take it no more. Where it got in, where it got into a point where it got to a point that the engine had no choice but to start burning, and it did burn the engine bay. I did know that in 2023, 6105 did caught on fire on Friday the 13th, on from October, and not gonna lie to you, but 6105 is surprisingly still active. Same thing for 14105. Those two buses, they caught on fire 2 years ago, but they survived. I don't know how is that possible. I bet 22 132 might have survived from the fire too. Who knows? But for sure, I know 19 129. It got into an accident, but how come they did not repair the bus? I don't get it. They didn't repair the bus because it was only one spot that was broken, and the one spot that is broken is the window. Why not just replace the window and half of the wall frame? It's not even that badly damaged. But for 21 116, since it got hit by a train, I think it's bad. or maybe it could be possible for them to fix it. I don't think because the way how 21 116 looks like in the back, half of the things is missing, which means the engine is missing. I mean, the engine is not missing, but the engine is battery damage, and um, and 22 132 is stored at a different bus garage, waiting for the parts, and 21 116 is stored at Central Garage. I don't know if it's gonna be repaired or not, but it got hit by a tri-rail train from June 11th. 3 days. No, actually, the last time it was in service was June 2025. The same month I was released from the same month when I passed ninth grade. Well, actually, the same month when I finished ninth grade. And to be honest, 21 161 is getting repaired as well. But 21, I mean, 20, 111, it had an accident too, but it survived and it's back in service. But for 2161, they're working on it because it got hit by a SUV that was going 70 miles per hour by a stolen vehicle. Well, it was a stolen SUV, and it hit the back, and the bus is damaged. And they're working on that to fix the bus. But it took them 2 years to fix 2134. 134 crashed on Friday the 13th on October on 2023, and it was badly damaged. But I don't know how it survived. And also, I don't know how they fixed the bus, but the bus is fixed. And for 19229, I don't think 19229 is gonna get fixed because 19229, to be honest, is never coming back. And it was the last time it was in service was February of 2022, and it was only about 2.5 years or probably 3 years old by now. And it was because the driver was sweeping and the driver fall off the highway with the bus and the bus fall off the highway and the whole entire bus body from the front to the back and the middle damaged. So that means that bus can definitely not be fixed. But 106, 116, the back is damaged. Damaged, yeah. And I don't know. Again, the cartoon voice is getting annoying. I don't know why my throats keep doing that. I don't know. I don't know why my throat is doing that. But anyways, 116, 116 from 21. I don't think it's coming back. And I hate voice cracks. I don't know why I have to have voice cracks all the time. All the time I have to have voice cracks. There it goes again. That's the 19th one. There you go again. I don't like no voice cracks. I wish I never have it. And I don't know. I hate voice cracks. I hate that. Maybe I'm not drinking enough water, and that might have been it. But anyways, let's get back to the topic. And I did know that 17503 got into an accident probably like 6 years ago. Well, actually not 6 years ago, probably 7 years ago. And it survived from the accident. And it's still active. And I don't know how's that possible. But the 16504, it caught on fire and it still survived. What else? Uh, I know 6140 did not survive that crash. And I also know that 2151 crashed in 2015 and never came back. And what else? 41 41 85 crashed in 2014 and it's still running. And it's a bus from 2004 as right now it's training. So, yeah. Okay, what else? Um so most of the XDE 60s are out of service. Same thing with the Proteras, and also same thing with the, yeah, I was right. And yes, I do hate voice cracks. I don't know why I have it. I just really hate my voice cracks. I wish I never have it, but I do have it. Probably because I'm not talking properly. That might have been it. And I don't know why I sound kind of like New Flyer. But anyways, um, what else? I don't know. And that is the 20th voice crack. Man, I really hate this. I really hate this. And I can't really see right now because my eyes are kind of. I guess I'm kind of tired now. Yeah. I guess it's time for me to go to sleep. And also, for 5197, it got into an accident too, 7 years ago. And yes, it got scrapped in 2019. Same thing for 5175. Got into an accident, hit a building in 2022, and retired in 2022 and scrapped in 2023. So with that being said, um, let's go here. And let's go here. I'm typing right now. And alright, so I just start a I forgot what this is, but I just did it just now. So it's the question right here. So let's see what it says. And I got 6 likes on this live stream. Right now I'm kind of tired. Um, I guess it's good night, but oh yeah, I have seen the old Metro cars, but the problem is I never got a chance to catch it, and I never got a chance to record it. And if y'all answered this question right here, I really hate those voice cracks. Like I'm being so serious. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take a shower right now. So with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. No, it's okay. Seriously, the 21st voice crack again. Man, I really need to change my voice. I don't know how is it possible. What do you mean you're actually Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna take a shower now. And also, I need to go to sleep. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Um, and I'm sweating too from doing this live stream. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I'll just make my other videos today if I'm not tired. And there goes the 22nd voice crack. So, yeah. With that being said, my voice really needs to change. Hopefully by 2026, my voice gets deep with no voice cracks, and hopefully my lips does not move. Hopefully my lips does not move kind of funny like I normally talk for 2026. The reason why my lips move like that, the reason why my lips move like that is because I have braces, and also they put some kind of shot and next to it, so that's why it moves like that. And there goes the 23rd voice crack. Again, I don't like no voice cracks, but I don't know why my voice sounds like that. But yeah, that's about it. Yeah. And I need to charge my phone too.